As soon as you go to the right here, don't go to the left, that takes you down the falls. Go to the right. And you won't see very many people anymore. And from this point, you're kind of going off into no man's land on Gabrielino. Really nothing and really no way out until the end. So you're kind of committed. Last year, a guy crashed in front of us. Me and another guy I was riding with. And, ooh, look at all these. Everyone's trimming the yuccas. That's nice. Yes, love it. So, the guy crashed in front of us. We basically had to hike back so we could get service, get him helicoptered out, and then hike all the way back up to the falls, to the picnic area. So, not an ideal place to have an issue. Make sure you come into this section with enough water and food. Because, yeah, you got at least an hour, if not more, with nothing but this. It's crazy going from Switzer, where you've got like by far the most people you'll ever see on any of these trails. It's just like one of the most popular hikes out here, maybe the most popular hike. And you make this turn and nothing, just alone. Every once in a while I come across someone just kind of hiking out here, or another biker, but I've done this whole thing, never seen another person. Not ideal doing it alone, but knock on wood. Last year, a very nice woman hiked back with us, helped carry bikes back, and gave me a ride back to my car so I could carry all the bikes back to Let's Ride, where the guy who fell over his wife picked up his bike. Whew. I'm kind of hoping he's back this year racing. I'd love to say hi. Needless to say, this section's loose, can be ruddy, personality changes constantly from mile to mile and from week to week. So it's worth being safe through here if you can. Like, obviously we're racing, so you want to keep that in mind, but also it's all for fun. Ooh, I'm tired. Ooh. I had to walk 2 bikes back along this single track, which meant in the end I had to just like walk one, leave it, go back 50 feet, walk another one, and just like leapfrog that way. It was not fun. But obviously I stand by our decision to help another rider who is injured, as I would want someone to do the same for me. Oh God, Jesus. That was sketchy as fuck. Don't do that. crazy things you've gone through a ton of times and then suddenly just get caught slightly wrong. It's so scary. Oh, narrow and washed out in here. Oh man. Real hot and exposed out here. Oh man. Oh man. Oh Lord Almighty. Now we start descending. Well, now that it's all overgrown again, I'm enjoying these handguards. Yeah, definitely took my hands from the chaparral. Right around where the dude crashed, so I had to help. Never go too fast through here because, as I said, even racing, this is the kind of place where you go down, you're in trouble. And other riders might be able to help, but you're probably getting life flighted out of here. I'm also under no illusions that I'm probably going to win this race, so as much as I want to do the best I can and beat my own time, I also don't need to push so hard that I put myself at risk. There's some washed out sections. Ooh, sliding. Good place to stop on a little snack because I'm not racing. Short break because flies are brutal. They're biting and freaking aggressive. And we got one little break, we can back out into the desert. Ooh, man, I can't stop. These flies just land on you. Definitely the kind of thing. Some bug spray probably worth putting on before this ride. I think it's only get worse as it gets hotter. They just like love digging on your sweat. I like this section. Start getting into the real pretty stuff here. Ooh, puts medical right out on the trail. Of exposure, big drops. Oh, I'm so overgrown. Oh my god, that's crazy. Due to these areas that feel less exposure, I think if you lift it up 5 feet, you realize all these. Oh, that hurt. Oh god. Oh my god, it's so overgrown down here. Ooh. Loose rocks this time this year. Pretty slippery. Just be aware. Whew. Real narrow and washed out in there. That's where it gets very little PNW for like 2 minutes. Okay. Well, you also got to remember, I'm not racing today, so I don't need to just keep going, pushing super hard. Save that for a couple weeks from now. rock is really in the middle there. Oh, Lord. Okay. Ooh, a new tree fall. Oh, Lord. Whew. My section's definitely rideable. I just screwed up. Oh, getting tired. And that's when you start making mistakes. Whew. There's a walker section coming up here anyway. I think it is rideable, but why bother? Just walk these because I feel like it's why take the risk in this context when you're on your own, and even during the race, I don't think it's going to slow you down much, and might even be faster to walk those little sections. That was deep. Yeah, it's like half a tire deep. Onward. This part's crazy. It doesn't feel like you should be riding in the river, but that's the trail. Oh man, that's gotten kind of fucked. That did not used to be that crazy. Again, rideable, but I believe in conservation of energy in these endurance races. I don't even know what I just ran over that whacked my frame. Nobody's gonna judge anybody on it. It's real. Right here is so narrow. A little slippery. Ooh, front wheel just wants to wash down the side of the hill there. Poison oak. On exposure. Gorgeous flowers. Man, the wildflowers are awesome. Ooh, the yuccas. Oh man, this guy also washed out. Oh, okay. Such a fun thing about mountain biking, the way the trails change. Over the years, this trail has just evolves, and it's like, even like week to week, it kind of changes, depending on what happens with the weather. Here comes this little guy, which I sort of just believe, walk it. It's doable. But I've watched even like the best riders come in right here, and I've worked on this one. But this little, like right here where your tire gets caught right there, that thing, ooh, friend. Your tire just gets wedged right there, and it's so hard to get over it. So you gotta like right here, pull your nose up, and then lift up. And I kind of feel like you're better off just popping off the bike and walking it. Whew. I came out of this section 2 years in a row with yucca spines. One in my leg one time, one in my hand. The one in my hand scared me because I felt like it was like almost an inch deep, and it was, you know, didn't hit anything important, but definitely could have. Oh, ow, my arm hit the tree. Damn, that hurt. That is why I'm wearing hand guards on this bike, which I don't normally run on my XC bike. Oh. This is a really, really beautiful spot. It's really deep out here, so you're probably not going to see anybody. So it's yeah, good place to stop and hang for a sec. Whoa, softer than I thought that would be. Oh Lord, got him. There's other really awesome swimming hole areas and stuff along here. I just never look off the edge because you kind of got to keep your eyes straight. So slow, going slow, and it's narrow, and it's loose and washed out. Oh, sketchy, sketchy. Oh, the back wheel's totally just washed out. Still a hell of a lot more climbing to do on this road, even just the JPL, and defining counting what you got to do for the big descent, which a lot more climbing at the end. 2 big pushes through Cherry Canyon and over the Verdugos, which is quite a beast at the end of the race. Whoa, trees down. Interesting. Sorry, flowers. I don't mean to run you over. Solid pedal strike. We're kind of at like the bottom of this basin now. There's a lot of little ups and downs kind of through to the like valley floor. I'm riding back towards the city right now. I don't know what this thing was. Bench? Maybe? Oh God. Whew. Just getting tired, I think. 3.5 hours of climbing. We'll take it out of you, apparently. I prefer to shuttle this, but I don't have anyone to shuttle it with. So I'm just riding it. one more section to pre-ride. I might do next weekend. Might just go camp and ride the whole like top section basically. Which means getting back on the road and doing a really long roundabout way back up. Whew. Yucca. Oh God, yucca. Damn it. That yucca got me slightly on my leg. I don't think a spine broke off, but it stabbed me. I feel like my fitness is in a decent place, but not perfect. I've got good strength right now, but not so much. Like my endurance is, you know, whatever. I'm going on 4 hours of riding right now, and I'm doing okay. But for your average Joe, I'm probably a pretty good endurance. For a racer, endurance racer, maybe a little mid. It's just narrow enough, sketchy enough, that I feel like walking is the wise move. Especially when I'm fully by myself. I have not seen a soul out here since I left Switzer, as you probably recognize if you've been watching this video. Usually I see at least one other person out here, hiker or rider. Not today. This section, better than it usually looks. Still pretty washed out and loose. Just want to slide sideways for show. Ooh, pedal strike. Knocked my foot fully out of the cleat. There's some loose off-camber bits that I just want to slide down into that river bed. big deal. Gotta go to the right here, not the left. Left starts to climb you up to another trail. Like, whew, whew, that's Ken Burton. Takes you basically up to like LP and stuff, but no one's riding up that way, I don't think. Oh god. Well, that was stupid. This bit is narrow. It's like the fall's not that big, but it's still enough to be serious, and it's just like narrow and weird enough that, yeah, I don't know. Definitely rideable. I definitely ride it, but it's narrow and it's sketchy. So from here to basically or to where we drop into the flat riverbed of the Arroyo for a while before one more big climb out until you get to Lower Gab. Kind of like one more steep climb into a very aggressive and exposure-y descent. That chirp sounded kind of like a mountain lion. I don't think it was, but it could be. They're out here, and I know they chirp like birds. Now we go through this like flat section in the Arroyo where we cross the river a whole bunch of times. Came off. That was weird. Oh, I've never had that happen. Hook my nuts. Oh, God. The old testes. Oh, I could use a little break. It's feeling it up in my stomach. Oh. Haven't done that in a long time. Oh. These nuts have been safe. That sucked. Whew. And it's crazy because once you pop back out into Lower Gabrielino, you're suddenly amongst humanity again. Pretty much for the rest of the race. But Lower Gabrielino is a particularly busy trail, especially on the weekends. This is not my favorite part of this ride, I have to say. It's just like, you get in here, and it's just like a lot of this, like little rocks, all flat. Can't really make, like maintaining speed is challenging. It's just tough. Just a lot of effort, which, you know, at the, I don't know, like 25 miles into a 50-mile race, not that fun. Today I've done, how many I've done today? 26.2 miles today. You know, just a chill 26.2. I know for a roadie, that's not extreme. But for a day like this, it's a lot of running. Oh my God, this sucks. Oh, it's just like sand. Oh God, it's like riding on a beach. This is all. This area burns quite a lot. I'm not sure how far the Eaton fire went this way. I don't think it went all the way over to here. Yeah, this part sucks. It's just a lot of work. Man. Oh. Yeah. Gotta get my speed back up. I can't go slow through that stuff. Slight reprieve for just a sec, but not for long. It just drops right back into the river in a second. Get away from me. I hate you. Whew. It's like there's no trail. You just kind of pick your way across and hope you connect up with something that takes you somewhere. I would say if you can get through here efficiently, probably be helpful for the race overall. God, I think I'm walking a bit of this. Haven't lost speed. Yeah, I think this is a section. It gets sucks in here, but if you can find a line that gets you through here efficiently, a lot of people are going to be doing this, walking right now. That is real warm water. It's like almost the trail again. There, picks up there. You gotta cross the river there one more time. And I think it becomes a trail again for a while. At least I hope so. Ooh. Oh my God, just riding in like thick sand. Oh, okay. Jesus. Just walking it, giving up. And I just immediately give up on dry feet because there's so many crossings, at some point you're gonna slip in. And if you just accept that your feet are gonna be wet, you can just walk through them all. No issues. All right. I think we're about to get to one more big climb. It's very sharp and sucky. The downside of it's fun, but going up is some real misery. But what's mountain biking without, like endurance mountain biking without some misery? I think it's kind of built into the sport. This all feels kind of new to me, actually. Ugh. To go. I don't feel like this section was as sucky as it now looks. Like, I don't remember this section being like this loose and washed out. Oh, my God. Yeah, I think that was pretty ravaged by storms. When you come up from that last wash, you come up this like really overgrown section, and there's a whole section that's been dug out that looks like someone's working on a trail over here. But it is not very rideable. It is very, very soft, and it's not the way you want to go. You want to go left right here. So you come up from this wash and hang left that way. Unless they finish this and it actually goes somewhere, which, who knows, maybe the next 2 weeks they're going to do that. But yeah, you want to come through here, cross this little river crossing, and then you head up. I just got a little lost. That little new offshoot over there threw me off. Wet feet. Oh, that feels great. I'm just gonna stand here for a second and enjoy that. Oh. This is the last really, really hard parts on Gabrielino, not on the whole race. Everything's gooky. Huh. Let me check my drive. Oh, at least it's been cleared out in here. That's nice. Sometimes this is very overgrown. This is as clear as I've ever seen this, which is nice. so nice that this has been graded. There's so much, the bench cut on here is just like way better than it's ever been. That was great because this section kind of can suck. Oh, my legs are whooped. Man, they went big with this bench cut. It's awesome. Alright, now we go down to Lower Gab, and then drops us out at JPL, and then you're heading towards your second aid station, and out to Cherry Canyon. These switchbacks are serious and they are rugged. They are a bitch. Almost went down there. That would have been not great. Yeah, that was a close call. All right. We're almost into the way more chill part. There's a couple technical bits that I've filmed before on Lower Gabrielino. They're more technical because they're like flat and slow and techy. Actually, like if you're going fast, that would be hard. It's very loose, very slippery. Fine, but just be aware, it's loose. Here we connect up with Lower Gabrielino, which I have now rode a few times preparing for this.